picture's almost like reading a book. You get your imagination, you know, and you get lost in the world. So art, when you're painting a picture, you can get lost in a certain, you know, a world. So, and you get away from the, you know, the reality. But and there's nothing wrong with that, you know. My name is Jeffrey Pye, Senior, and the name of my program is called Start with Art, Community Art Life Matters, with the acronyms CALM, which spells calm, and which is the mission of the Start with Art program is to promote more calmness within our community. If we could start with something creative, and that will keep people from, you know, in a calm state. So community art life matters, and just to show the importance that art, what art has, the effects upon those in our community. I always worked with troubled kids, worked in the juvenile courts, and I was trying to find something as a vehicle to use to intervene for kids that was a little different. Let me get out your way here. Set her up, okay? Get her a Sharpie.
Okay, I'm done.
You done tracing? Okay.
Mr. Todd,
Yeah.
it's not showing on the projector.
What you mean? You gotta adjust it. Some kids, I can only draw a stick man, but then they find out when I'm working with them on a picture, if I take them step by step through the process, they find out that they can achieve something, and they come up with, you know, both together. When we do it together, then they feel like they, you know, wow, I did that, and that makes them proud. And the ultimate goal is that they can show their parents and their peers, look what I've done, I was part of that. So, and then they will want to do another picture. So that's the day-to-day challenge, is to getting them motivated that they can do it, and keep encouraging them. And if they can do that, then other things in their life, they can feel that they can achieve even more, you know, with their, say, like employment or whatever career they seek in the future, you know. So they just have to believe to achieve. And so it starts with that little principle, believing in yourself. And there are things you can do that you don't know you can. So that's the challenge of the day-to-day challenge. It works out real good. And it's on Saturdays, which the main thing is on Saturdays, and it gives some type of respite for the families to drop their kid off, and knowing that they're doing something constructive and safe, and they get, you know, pizza or we have a lunch for them, or snack, so they get a lunch, and parents know that, and then they can go and take care of whatever business they need to do within 2 hours, and when they come back and pick their kids up, and the kids are still excited, and you know, they can go on with their day. So it's been working out real good for adults and children. The art is towards, this is funded by the African American Fund and the Hispanic Fund. We focus on the certain cultures of that, African American and Afro culture and Hispanic culture. That's what we focus on. So because we have to teach the kids, you know, to love themselves first before they can, you know, be productive citizens. So, and knowing their culture will be one vehicle for them if they understand their history and whose shoulders they stand on and why they're able to go this far, why they are this far, then they will understand what it takes to get even more further. So it's teaching like history and culture, and yet you're doing it through art. And I require the kids to do a report on who they do when they do a picture of a historical figure. So it's like an educational piece, you know, but I try to keep it, you know, where it's fun. And but I still want them to still use those skills of what they need to do of reading and research.
So we're gonna get that touched up. This is not an abstract, but a Baroque style, Picasso style version of Billie Holiday. And her famous songs were called Strange Fruit. And strange fruit means people, something hanging from a tree, which is, you know, how black people got hung from a tree. So they call it strange fruit. So that's the gist of this out here.
I think that's, I just want the community to know I really appreciate them believing in me and believing in this program and believing in art, period, because, you know, Lorain area, Cleveland, you know, it's not noted as a, you know, real big art area, you know, but it's starting to, you know, we have our segments here and there, but, you know, art is starting to take an effect, and especially in these days and time, you know, the pandemic and has a kind of a dark cloud over us, but we can use art to counteract that. So get lost in the world for a little bit, painting, drawing, and talking and getting along, socializing, and just being positive. And I want that the community to know that this is something that, you know, they've invested in, and it's working out real good. And I really appreciate them believing that the program will work.